Ronan McCarthy to break, leading 9 frames to 7. Red ball to play. Yellow ball to play. 30 seconds. Extension calls.
Oh, apologies once again, just dealing with a few issues that some of the viewers out there are having. Should now be resolved. We're hoping that they're now resolved anyway. Obviously, the thing with Q Sport TV over the years, it's always been a work in progress, and I think it will always continue to be a work in progress. We can never be 100% sure with live streams whether the system is going to work. I mean, funnily enough, prior to this event, we've been running this live system now since April. Prior to this event, we'd had not one single problem, and then something occurred yesterday, I think it was, or possibly Thursday, with prepaid viewers, where it was telling them they hadn't paid, even though the record of the payment was coming through. But that has, for those viewers hopefully out there, you're all managed to get in and watch. So we're going back to the development team on Monday to try and get that solved once and for all. We've got a feeling it may well actually be a PayPal issue, so it might not be anything to do with our site. It could be something that's happened PayPal side. But we only actually found the issue at about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, unfortunately, when a regular viewer of ours actually contacted me directly to let us know of the issue. Anyway, there's loads of text messages coming in. Thank you very much for them. I'll save them up actually. Keep listening. I'll save all the text messages up now until the half-time break. We're probably about 4 frames away now from the half-time break. But rather than go through trawl through them now during the match, we'll leave it at that. So the consensus is then perhaps that people would like to see the Tom Cousins Mark Farnsworth match, where we'll have to see what we can do about that. Confirmed as Players Club, I think, in Stoke. I'm not sure whether they do their own live streaming from there, so whatever happens, I think there'll be some live streaming of that match, whether it's with us or whether it's somebody else. We will see. Well, Harley just calling the 30 seconds on the shot clock there. Unusual actually, or in my experience unusual, to see the shot clock in use on these money matches, but it's one of the rules that the two players have agreed. Not quite sure who that came from, whether that was from Ronan or whether that was from Ole. Certainly filled up here as the evening has progressed. It's good to see a fair number of people in watching this match. Where the club's laid out, the table's on kind of like a little stage. It's a step up from the main room of the pool club, and then obviously 4 or 5 steps up towards the bar area, so you're on sort of 3 levels. So you've got seating, or standing areas should I say, actually looking down on the table. And then you've got the majority of the people in the room are down on the lower level, looking up to the room. And I'm guessing that Ronan must have called his extension there. I didn't quite hear Mel say it, but it seems that way because he's been on this shot for a while. I think he's just a little bit concerned about these 2 yellows on the right hand side. The remainder of them, the black as well, included, are all in potable positions. So it's these 2 yellows on this right hand side, as you can see now in your picture, covered by the red ball into that corner pocket. Ronan stands right in front of the camera. So that shot does bring Ole back to the table. Balls don't look too difficult from here actually. The The one tricky one I'd say is that one towards the bottom rail for Oli. But from this shot, if he can just land on the one of the two yellows, sorry, the top one of the two yellows in this bottom left corner, or just high actually, high on the red, he can play the plant, and that's what he's done. He's finished high on it, so it's a careless shot there from Ronan. He can play the plant to the corner. Just needs to control that red ball. Well, it's not dropped. But definitely looking favourite for this frame, I'd say, Oli Bale, where the balls are positioned now, because that pocket even tighter now for Ronan to play into. So we started 35 minutes late, but this match taking longer than perhaps I'd anticipated now so far. We're predicting about a 4.5 hour long match, but starting at 6:35, we're now up to 8:55. So probably running a little bit slower than first anticipated. I'd have expected the halfway mark if we'd have started it on time. The halfway mark about 2 hours, so we're a little bit behind schedule. But don't fear, we're not going anywhere. We will be staying to the end of this match. Two more live events coming up in June as well. We've got GB9, which I've already mentioned, the Paul Madati Trophy for the British 9-ball tour. That's coming up on the 18th and 19th of this month, and then the weekend after that we've got Money Match TV 12. Been doing that for a year now, believe it or not. 3 back-to-back 9-ball money matches, all race to 21. We start at 11 in the morning and finish normally about 11 o'clock at night. 3 matches back-to-back. For a minimum, each of them a minimum 500 a man, but they generally play for about £1,000 a man, those ones. And that's on the 25th of June. At the moment, we're a bit dry for July, actually. We've got a Money Match TV 13 will be at some point in July. We think it's around the sort of the 24th-ish, I think it is. Yeah, but if you know of any money matches or tournaments or something that may require coverage, then please do let us know. I'm not suggesting that we will cover them. If they are quite interesting or relatively prestigious, then we'll definitely consider it, especially if we've got a free weekend. As I said, a lot of July is free at the moment, and August as well. Although personally we do plan to go on holiday in August at some point. Don't know where we're going to go. Went to Italy last year. I am receiving your text messages. They're just held in a queue. They've all come through to my phone. But at the halfway point, I will read out all those text messages that you've sent in to me. So if you want to send something and want to get it read out on air during the break, then please do send that in to the number on screen. A lot of zip on that ball again. This is, the evidence, I think, is on the speed of the cloth. Actually, is only seen on the screw shots. I think. I think he's covered that bag, but Ronan may be able to. I'm not sure whether we can see it from the other camera angle. Not sure whether Ronan can force that in rail first off that red to the corner. So Ronan then gets 2 visits here. Wins this one, be first man to double figures. Do not forget, best of 41. So first to 21 frames in this match. And there will be a break after 20. It's a possibility with the way this has gone. I mean, I was saying earlier that I felt that the match probably would have started bang on time. I was thinking possibly a 10:30 finish, but the way the game has gone, it's been a little bit slower. And if it does go the distance and it maintains this pace, then we're probably not going to see a finish before midnight. He's played a good shot to get the difficult yellow on the right hand side away. Now looks plain sailing here. Should be 10-7. I use the word should very lightly indeed, because we've seen a number of balls missed already in this match. On this occasion, good control from Ronan. Just needs to roll this yellow along the rail. That's good control, that is. They're playing quite tight along the rails, these pockets. 8 ball to the middle. And he's got rid of the demons that he had earlier in the match.
Seconds. Open time. Yes, brother. Come on then, mate.
Should we just get 2 straws? Yeah, good job. Just going to do that. Just remove the time.
30 seconds. Extension. Extension. 30
Show us up, Tony. Show us up. Oh, did you get a kick, Oli? Lucky. Come on, Ronan, get hats on.
Total snooker. Seconds.
Come on, the bullet! Holy ground! Yes, Oli! 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 Hey? Well, bring it on down! Who's boss? Who's boss? That's a lovely shot, the bullet. Go on, Lee.